Hey, Jules Blessed Vegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. So I'm going to talk about supplements, people. No, I'm not selling anything. This is actually from the National Institute of Health, which is the Office of Dietary Supplements. It's an amazing page with a ton of information, and of course, I will include it in the description of this video. But I just wanted to talk about it in a moment because so many people push supplements, and if you're getting, like, I get it, the soil's depleted, I get there's problems, but no matter what, somebody consuming a bunch of fruit and vegetables is getting more nutrition than those who aren't. Those who aren't consuming dead animals, those who aren't consuming dairy products, are getting more nutrition, even with depleted soil, than those who aren't. But I get it. Some people want to do supplements, but I just wanted to talk about the dangers of supplements, or at least the warning of supplements. So it says many adults and children in the United States take one or more vitamins or other dietary supplements. In addition to vitamins, dietary supplements can contain minerals, herbs, or other botanicals, amino acids, enzymes, and many other ingredients. And these are several hyperlinks, so you can get in there if you want and learn more. Dietary supplements come in a variety of forms, including tablets, capsules. I always prefer capsules. I think they digest quicker. Gummies and powders, as well as drinks and energy bars. Popular supplements include vitamin D and B12, both accounts most of the time. Minerals like calcium and iron, herbs such as echinacea and garlic, and products like glucosamine, probiotics, and fish oils. So many things, and many of those are common. And I don't always take supplements, but sometimes I do need them. And I just was curious on what it says about over supplementing and the danger of that, because what it is if you are getting a really nutritious diet, it's hard to know unless you've had blood tests done which supplements might be too much in your body. And certainly which ones are you simply urinating out, right? So it says products sold as dietary supplements come with supplemental fact labels that list the active ingredients, the amount per serving, which is the dose, as well as ingredients such as fillers, binders, and flavorings. And I do my best. I use Puritan's Pride, and they don't put any extra stuff in there, which I appreciate. And I can put it like in vinegar to see how quickly it breaks down, because it kind of mimics the stomach acids. If it doesn't break down, like within minutes, I send it back and they give a full refund, but that just hasn't been the problem. It's a really good product online, Puritan's Pride. The manufacturer suggests a serving size, but the healthcare provider might decide a different amount is more appropriate for you, presuming you're even in touch with your doctor or honest about what you're taking when you go to the doctor's office. Effectiveness. Some dietary supplements can help you get adequate amounts of essential nutrients if you don't eat a nutritious variety of foods. And that's the thing. If you're being true to yourself and you know you're doing the standard American diet, you're eating a bunch of packaged nonsense, you probably need supplements. However, supplements can't take the place of the variety of foods that are important to a healthy diet. To learn more about what makes a healthy diet, the Dietary Guidelines for Americans and My Plate, which is a great resource.com, are good sources of information. Effectiveness. Some dietary supplements can help you get adequate amounts of essential nutrients if you don't eat nutritious variety of foods. However, supplements can't take place. Forgive me, I just read that one. Of course, my husband was calling me, and it threw me off my game. Husbands first, right? No, God first, then husbands, then family, animals, and no offense, JBV. Hey, being number 5 out of the amount of things I do in a day is an honor. You should be like, wait, what? Jules, I know. Okay, so some dietary supplements can improve overall health and help manage some health conditions. For example, calcium and vitamin D help keep bones strong and reduce bone loss. But how are they consumed, right? Like, how are they absorbed in the body? It's another story for another day. Folic acid decreases the risk of certain birth defects. Omega-3 fatty acids, and again, this says from fish oils, and of course I'm going to seriously decline on that. Helps some people with heart disease, which of course you can just do flaxseed. You can do chia seeds. Like, there's so many better ways. And you're not killing an animal or harming an animal. A combination of vitamin C, E, copper, zinc, lutein, and zeaxanthin, which is known as AREDS. Wow, that whole thing is AREDS? May slow down further vision loss. I so welcome that. I'm not having a problem with my vision per se, but I've always had a little bit of cross-eyed and a little bit of astigmatism. And just moving forward, I would prefer to avoid things like macular degeneration and stuff, right? So slow down further vision loss in people with age-related macular degeneration. I cannot get away from that. Many other supplements need more study to be determined if they have value. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration does not determine whether dietary supplements are effective before they are marketed. Yeah, and I know so many claims are made and then it'll say this isn't approved by the FDA. Many supplements contain active ingredients that can have strong effects in the body. Always be alert to the possibility of a bad reaction, especially when taking a new product. You are more likely to have side effects from dietary supplements if you take them in high doses or instead of prescribed medications, or if you take many different supplements. Some supplements can increase the risk of bleeding, or if taken before surgery, they can change your response to anesthesia. That's scary, right? Supplements can also interact with some medicines in ways that might cause problems. And here are a few examples. And you know what? That's why don't hesitate. When the doctor literally says, "What are you taking?" Don't forget to mention supplements, honestly. I mean, I know they're not into the health game per se, right? But you're not into risking your health either. All right, so vitamin K can reduce the ability of a blood thinner warfarin to prevent blood from clotting. St. John's wort can speed the breakdown of many medicines and reduce the effectiveness, including some antidepressants, birth control pills, heart medications, anti-HIV medications, and transplant drugs. So that has to be considered. I mean, I don't know if you've seen how many medications say to avoid grapefruit. It can also reduce the effectiveness of medication. It's so important to read the label. Antioxidant supplements such as vitamin C and E might reduce the effectiveness of some types of cancer chemotherapy. Manufacturers may add vitamins, minerals, and other supplement ingredients to foods you eat, especially breakfast cereals and beverages. As a result, you may get more of these ingredients than you think, and more might not be better. And that's just straight up, really. Anything that's been, enhanced, you have to consider all of that as your overall, enriched is the word I was looking for. Taking more than you need costs more and might also raise your risk of side effects. For example, too much vitamin A can cause headaches and liver damage, reduce bone strength, and cause birth defects. Excess iron causes nausea and vomiting and may damage the liver and other organs. Super scary. But again, where's that 16 cups of water a day to just flood everything out, right? Be cautious about taking dietary supplements if you're pregnant or nursing, and also be careful about giving supplements to a child unless recommended by their healthcare provider. Many supplements have not been well tested for safety in pregnant women, nursing mothers, or children, and that is just straight up. We don't always want to be guinea pigs for the industry. If you think that you've had a bad reaction to a dietary supplement, let your healthcare provider know. He or she may report your experience to the FDA, and that's just smart. You may also submit a report directly to the FDA by calling 1-800-FDA-1088. That's 1-800-FDA-1088. I know, I missed my calling. Or completing online forms, which this is a hyperlink. You can do it right here. You should also report your reaction to the manufacturer by using the contact information on the product label. Sidebar. Oh my gosh, you guys. So I've been a Kaiser kid my whole life. And I went to Kaiser a couple months ago, right? Because I was hurting, crazy, everything else. And they didn't even let me in because, oh my gosh, COVID. And I tested for COVID, meaning simply took the test to eliminate COVID. But right away, the doctor was like, "Oh, I recognize this. It's part of COVID. You obviously have COVID, and we're not going to touch you or anything. But, you can take over-the-counter pain meds. It's going to last a few months." Later in the day, I went back to acute care because I was so distraught over how this doctor, for $100 in the ER, did not give me the attention I deserved. So at acute care, the guy totally took care of me. I mean, from x-rays to meds to everything. And I was so grateful for that, but I had to pay another $35 to do it. And so I was really upset. And when the $100 bill for paying $100 came, I said no. I filed a complaint against him and said he did not do your job. Here's the evidence that he didn't do it. I don't want to pay that money. They ended up sending me information back saying, hey, as part of your plan, you have to do $100 for every ER visit. I wrote back again saying that's a hard no. I did not get my needs met, blah, blah, blah. Praise God, I got the paperwork that just now said, don't expect this in the future or even every time, but we're going to honor that $100. And I've erased the bill. I'm like, what's up, Father? I was so stoked because my husband was like, don't bother. I mean, they're not going to listen to you anyway, and it's only $100. And I'm like, I am not paying that $100. It's not about $100. It's about me honoring myself. And now I got honored. I'm so stoked. So anyway, let your doctor be an advocate for you. Be an advocate for yourself, Okay, quality. And this is, again, I shopped many places. I bought many things online. But I will tell you, Puritan's Pride was the most authentic that I received. The FDA has established good manufacturing practices, which is literally the GMP, good manufacturing processes, that companies must follow to help ensure the identity, purity, strength, and composition of their dietary supplements. These GMPs can prevent adding the wrong ingredient or too much or too little of the correct ingredient and reduce the chance of contamination or improper packaging and labeling of the product. The FDA periodically inspects facilities that manufacture supplements. Several independent organizations offer quality testing. Of course they do, because everybody wants their hand in the pot and they want to get paid for their service, which they created just to hold people accountable to get paid. Don't get me started. Okay, several independent organizations offer quality testing and allow products that pass these tests to display a seal of quality assurance that indicates the product was properly manufactured, contains the ingredients listed on the label, and does not contain harmful levels of contaminants. Praise God, right? These seals do not guarantee that the product is safe or effective, and organizations that offer quality testing include the ConsumerLab.com, and SF International, which is a hyperlink, and US Pharmacopoeia. Any mention of these specific companies, organizations, or service does not represent an endorsement by the ODS. Talk with your healthcare provider. Tell your healthcare provider, including doctors, dentists, pharmacists, and dietitians, about any dietary supplements you're taking. I can't emphasize that enough. They can help you determine which supplements, if any, might be valuable to you. Keep a complete record of any dietary supplements and medicines you take. The Office of Dietary Supplements, which was that ODS a second ago, website has a useful form, My Dietary Supplements and Medicine Record. I'm going to humor you guys and print that out. Oh, don't change the page, don't change the page. I don't think it's going to change the page. Let's do this. Print. I'll make a pretty one just for us to see what it actually looks like. Print. And by the magic of television, it is coming to us now. I used to be on 10 medications. I'm not anymore, but my husband still has a list of things. And I do have those dietary supplements. So let's get back in there. Not that one. This one. I'm curious anyway. Hang tight, people, because of course I lovingly lost my article. Is that right? So there's Jules. I see myself. Yay. Back arrows are good. Oh, good. I got it. Oh my gosh. It's like, I think it's set on 3. It's okay. I'll deal with that. I think it was set on 3 from something else I made. Anyway, keep a complete record of any dietary supplements and medicines you take. Okay. Use the form My Dietary Supplement and Medicine Record that you can print and fill out at home. For each product, note the name, the dose you take, how often you take it, and the reason for use. You can share this record with your healthcare provider to discuss what's best for your overall health. Keep in mind, consult your healthcare provider before taking supplements to treat a health condition. And I've certainly done this before, where I've looked up all the combination and bought all the stuff, and there's no way to weigh and measure and make sure that's right. I'm trying to save money. It's ridiculous. Get your healthcare provider's approval before taking dietary supplements in place of or in combination with a prescribed medication. If you are scheduled to have any type of surgical procedure, talk with your healthcare provider about any supplements you take. Keep in mind the term natural does not always mean safe. There's a lot of buzz terms that they make you think are good for you, and they're seriously not. Some all-natural botanical products, for example, like comfrey and kava, can be harmful to the liver. A dietary supplement safety depends on many things, such as its chemical makeup, or how it works in the body, or how it works in your body. You really have to be aware of what your body's doing, how it's prepared, and the amount you take. Before taking any dietary supplement, use the information sources listed in this brochure and talk to your healthcare provider to answer these questions. And again, I'm including this in the description of the video, and this is an amazing resource. It has tons of topics. I just chose this one. Answer these questions. What is the potential benefits for me? Does it have any safety risk? What is the proper dose to take? How and when and for how long should I take it? Federal regulations. Dietary supplements are products intended to supplement the diet. They are not medicines and are not intended to treat, diagnose, mitigate, prevent, or cure diseases. The FDA is a federal agency that oversees both supplements and medicines, but the FDA regulations for dietary supplements are different from those for prescription or over-the-counter medicines. Medicines must be approved by the FDA before they can be sold and marketed. Supplements do not require this approval. Supplement companies are responsible for having evidence, which is a hyperlink, that their products are safe and that the label claims are truthful and not misleading. However, as long as the product does not contain a new dietary ingredient, like one introduced since 1994, the company does not have to provide the safety evidence to the FDA before the product is marketed. Dietary supplement labels may include certain types of health-related claims. Manufacturers are permitted to say, for example, that a supplement promotes health or supports a body function like immunity or heart health. These claims must be followed by the words, "This statement has not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease." And I've seen that a zillion times on labels. Manufacturers must follow good manufacturing practices to ensure the identity, purity, strength, and composition of their products. If the FDA finds a dietary supplement to be unsafe, it may remove the product from the marketplace or ask manufacturers to voluntarily recall the product. The FDA monitors the marketplace for potential illegal products that may be unsafe or make false or misleading claims. The Federal Trade Commission, which monitors product advertising, also requires information about a supplement product to be truthful and not misleading. Dun, 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 dun. It's all a risk. So it'd be best if you just ate whole foods, right? But occasionally we do need help. The federal government can take legal action against companies and websites that sell dietary supplements when the companies make false or deceptive statements about their products, if they promote them as treatment or cures for disease, or if the products are unsafe. Amen. Anyway, really interesting and a super incredible site for all things dietary supplements. So yes, I will be including that in the description of the video, but at Jules Blessed Vegan, I just share whatever interests me. It's really for me, but I always hope it touches someone. So as usual, like if you like, join us if you haven't subscribed. Let me know in the comments below how I may support you. What do you know about supplements? Was this of interest to you? And until we talk again, best of all, know that you're blessed. Wait, Jules, wait, don't tell us we're blessed. What happened? You forgot to show us the form that you printed out 10 times. Oh, thanks, you guys. I had to teach all day. It catches me up sometimes. Okay, it looks like a really good form. I mean, it's super thorough. It has, you know, all the little areas for the listing of the different medications, which is great. A place for your name, the date, etc. And then I thought it was 3 copies, but actually it is 3 pages. This is another area for descriptive information. And it's just so great when you don't have to try and think. You just have it pre-written and you just grab it, right? And then, interesting, for some reason, the first page printed again, but the second page didn't. I'm wondering. Humor me for just a moment more. I was thinking it must be out of paper, but it wasn't. Anyway, not a worry. Hey, thanks for staying with me, you guys. Peace be with you until we talk again. Know you're blessed.